This is a video response to Bikemessenger7, Earl, on a video he did recently on kind of fear and the future and the problems we make for ourselves. Sorry if it's a bit noisy, by the way. I'm right next to the M5 here. But Earl's got an unusual affectation on his channel. That sounds rude, doesn't it? An affectation, I'll use that word anyway, where he refers to himself in the third person. So if I remember, Fred will try to do that during this one. So anyway, Fred watched this channel and watched this video, and if I understand it correctly, what Earl was saying there was that there are times in our lives when we have a dream. You know, we dream of a certain kind of future. We dream of something great happening to us, but we kind of shoot ourselves in the foot. We kind of prevent ourselves having that dream. Perhaps we're so fearful of what that dream represents that we do something really, really stupid to just to ruin things for ourselves, really. And I think that's very perceptive. I think we do. And what it made me think of is, well, a couple of things actually. It made me think about the games people play. It's a book I read years and years ago, and I think it's probably deeply out of fashion right now. But it was a book written by Eric Byrne, sometime I guess early 70s, something like that, maybe earlier than that, I don't know. And it's about well, it's about pretty much that. He wrote a whole series of books, games people play, games alcoholics play, I'm okay, you're okay, staying okay, books about transactional analysis, yeah, kind of self-help / counselling / easy psychology stuff, really. But what he was saying in games people play and games alcoholics play particularly is that we have this certain view of ourselves, he says. We have this certain view of ourselves, of what kind of a person we are, what we deserve, what kind of relationship we should have, what kind of access to resources we deserve, all those kind of things. We have this view of ourselves, and it's really, really important that we hold on to it as part of our identity. And we'll do that, he says, even if it's really, really unhealthy or possibly damaging. In fact, we would prefer to hold on to the familiarity of an unhealthy identity than to accept the instability of a healthy and successful one. So at times we might, yeah, just to play back into your video there, Earl, what we might do in that case is to, you know, be kind of fearful of a future that contains a successful self, contains a successful version of ourselves. And in order to prevent ourselves having to enter the instability of that future, we'll do something stupid in the present. We'll steal something, or hurt somebody's feelings, or we'll you know, get drunk at the office party and offend somebody deeply, or whatever we'll do something that'll wreck it for us, and that'll keep us in the position to which we feel most deserved, really, and most deserving. I mean, that's particularly true of alcoholics. I think I've read quite a bit about the whole alcoholic thing, and as I say, he does write this book called Games Alcoholics Play, you know, which is it's controversial, or has been controversial amongst some kind of alcoholic groups, really. But what he's saying there basically is that, you know, God, here comes a big transporter. It's going to be a huge noise, this bit, I think. What he's basically saying in the Games Alcoholics Play, and there's a lot more detail than I can go into here. What he says there is that the alcoholism takes over part of your character. It's almost have a little life of its own inside your psyche, and that has a very particular future in mind for you. It wants you alone, and it wants you dead. That's what the little demon of alcohol, as represented in your psyche, wants for you. And if any part of your life goes against that, you know, if you start to be successful, or if you start to establish good family relationships, or if you start to you know, acquire a responsible position, in other words, if you start to build any of the support networks around you that would keep you from being alone and keep you from dying, then your alcoholism will try to get rid of those. So you'll screw up at work. So you'll say something stupid to a lover or a partner. You'll drive the car and wreck it, and you'll lose your driving license. You'll lose all your income. So, you know, slowly but surely you'll just lose everything, because your alcoholism wants you in a position where you don't have those things, so it can get you by yourself. And once it's got you by yourself, it can poison your liver and kill you. And that, I think, is a kind of dramatic version of the thing you were talking about there, Earl, which is this thing about fear of success and fear of being healthy and whole. It's very real, I think. Very real. Anyway, good video there, Earl. It's very well trimmed points you raised there. Thanks for that. My response has probably been a bit rambling and noisy compared to the elegance of your original one, but thanks very much for pausing it.